Sometimes I want to go and do things out of control. Things that don't quite fit my role and break the status quo. Sometimes I can't help but see pathways right into the void. Strangely, I can't seem to avoid thinking about no one else but me. Sometimes I think I'm evil. Some thoughts could even be illegal. Sometimes I think I'm evil. Without you, I'd be a criminal.
Hey, good morning. Hello, how are ya? Bienvenidos. Welcome to my stream. This Sunday morning, we're going to be flying around South America because a good friend of mine told me that he wanted to see snow. So I'm thinking, sure, I know a place where there's snow right now in this time of the year, and that's South America. So we're going to go to South America. We are in South America. I mean, we're starting in Chile, and our short flight today should take us from Chile between some rivers all the way over to Bariloche, Argentina, which is a beautiful little town, very reminiscent of Switzerland, and it should have snow. So hello, we're gonna get to see some snow and maybe ski. For today's flight, we are taking this baby. See this baby here, and I don't mean the girl sitting next to me. That's just sexist. No, we're taking this airplane, which is called the Cessna 172, which will be perfect because it's got great visibility, and not only does it have great visibility because of the high wing, it's got room to put stuff in, so we can take our, our cold weather gear, our skis and all that stuff, so we can go skiing. So it's going to be fun. All right. So we should get look at this. Look at all this stuff in this plane. My gosh, we got a lot of stuff. Check it out. We got a clipboard because this is not the regular. Asobo. This is not the regular 172 that comes with the game. This is an updated one made by this guy called Bagaloo. Bagaloo, is that, I'm saying it right? I'm not sure. But that dude made this awesome mod, and it's got a whole bunch of stuff that the other C172 can't do, like open doors. This one you can actually open doors, and it's got all this other stuff in here, as well as in the back. I think there's bags and stuff back there, which in the original model it did not come with that. It also got all these things like maps and stuff, so you can open your street maps and all of that stuff here. And it's basically a website. See? Ooh, isn't that cool? So we can see where we are. I don't know how to zoom in. Oh, is that how I zoom in? Yeah, that's how you zoom in. Check it out. Cool. All right, but we're not going to use that right now because I already have in mind what we're going to do, and I want to open. Let's see, we're going to be opening today our Navigraph. And that's what we're going to use to make this. We're going to unload that, and we're going to open this one, which I just created on the iPad, and now we can watch it here. Isn't that cool? This is very cool. Now, the only thing I don't know is if I can save, oh yes, I can export it. Load as active plan. Only ATC, avionics not supported. Says, so I guess I'll have to put it in manually. All right, we can put it in manually because this airplane also has a really fantastic thing here. So let's get this yoke out of the way so we can start working and putting all of this information into the airplane. Let's give ourselves some fuel. Let's get up to around 70 just because I don't want to be worried about the fuel. It's just going to be you and me today. It's just you and me. So we're not going to put any extra people in the plane. Make sure our trim wheel is correct, and it wasn't. That's one thing I don't like about the trim wheel, that it's there we go. Like sometimes the autopilot will take over and it'll move the trim wheel in the plane, but it won't move the actual physical trim wheel that I have here on my desk. So then whenever I turn off the autopilot, I gotta resync the trim wheel to whatever the plane thinks is the current position of the trim wheel. All right, let's get our battery on. That on. We're gonna arm our standby battery. Cool. So that will give us some time. Fuel selector is set to both. We're gonna be cross-feeding. Fuel valve is on. Let's see, we need to turn our beacon on. We need to turn our, that's the only thing we need to turn, oh yeah, fuel pump, we need to turn that on. Mixture is full rich, and the throttle will just crack it a little bit to give us some fuel into the chamber. And we say clear prop, and then we turn our, cool, and then we try to keep it at 1000. All right, there we are. We're at 1000 RPM. We're close enough. And we'll let that heat up. Now we can turn on the other avionics buses. Because now we're working not on the battery. Cool. And now we can go and check. We can come here and do our flight plan. I wish I could let's see. What I can do is I'll just put the first spots, the main spots, and then the rest we'll do it by eye, because it's a VFR flight anyway, so it doesn't matter. We're going to be taking from Sierra Charlie Tango Echo, which is called Puerto Montt, here in beautiful Chile. We don't know which airport, which runway we're going to go. And our destination will be Bariloche, which is Sierra Alpha Zulu Sierra. Sierra Alpha. Ah! About that. That was jarring. Sierra Alpha Zulu Sierra Bariloche, and we put that into the flight plan. We don't know which runway we're going to be landing on. That's basically our route, but our route in Navigraph, as you saw earlier, is a little more convoluted than that. No, dismiss that one. Let's use this one. Because all of this are really tall mountains. So what I had to do is make a path that follows the rivers. See, we're basically going to be winding around all of this, winding through this low pass here. And then here is a tiny little pass that we're going to be taking following this road across the border. And then we're going to fly this way, see, avoiding all the high terrain. So that's what we're going to be doing into Nahuel Huapi Lake, and flying across. This is called Colonia Suiza, Swiss colony. And we're going to fly this way, and we're going to be landing here at San Carlos de Bariloche. And maybe, you know, we don't exactly have to follow this. We'll probably be going around the coast here so we can see all this beautiful terrain. Hola Santos, buen día. Vamos a ir a Bariloche a ver la nieve, como tú me recomendaste la semana pasada. Ya tengo el plan de vuelo en la compu y nosotros vamos a ir a hacer eso. Entonces vamos, el clima está un poco feo aquí en el arranque, ¿verdad? The weather is a little bit crazy here where we're going to start because it's cloudy and hazy, but it's going to get better as we get over to Bariloche, because in Bariloche it's green. That means that it's going to be nice. All right, let me turn this music off. Woo. You're listening to my greatest hits. By the way, you can listen to my music on Spotify. I'm Omar Man there. I'm a verified artist, and I got some of my music there, so you guys can check it out. All right. here we are at SCTE, right? Sierra Charlie Tango Echo. And it's got runway 17 going down and 35 going up. So let's look at the weather and see which one we need to go. We need to go runway 17, even though it's 1 knot, we can take off anywhere. All right, but we're going to go 17. We're going to go over here, taxi via Alpha, and then line up on runway 17, taxiway Alpha. Is this Echo over here? Doesn't say. Alpha. All right, we're going Alpha. Cool. And now we can hide this sucker. I wish there was a more elegant way of hiding this, but you know. All right. And that's enough for this. So we'll take this off. And this could be more helpful. So let me change map settings. Enter. And orientation, no, terrain, topo scale, yes. Track vector, blah, 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 blah. Okay, north above, yes. Where do I set it? There's got to be a way to make it so that it looks clear, because I don't like the way it looks right now. It looks black. Enter, clear. I think it's over here. Map options. Here we are. Terrain, traffic, no. Terrain, yes. Cool. And there's no way to make it. There's got to be a way. Menu. No. Menu. Back. Detail all. Map options. Terrain should be on. Ah, there we go. Topological. Now we can see the mountains because it's important for us to see the mountains. There we go. Cool. And now we can do this. See? Now we know we're going to go up here. Now we're going to go through this little river and do all our thing. Cool. Let's get back to this side. Let's get the GPS here set up so that we can see it. What is our altitude here? Let's see. I press the wrong button. There we are. Our altitude is, general, 294 feet. So 290. Oh, we also can see the weather, right? The METAR for, this is the closest one, MVFR. No, this is the correct one. And let's see. QNH, here we are. Our QNH will be 30.45. Wow. 30.45. So let's put that in here. That's pretty aggressive. 30.45. Wow. Is it? Yeah, 30.45. That's pretty tough air pressure here. All right, cool. That is set. And we can verify that it's between 290, which is what the chart said. All right. And let's go to VATSIM. And let's set our plan here. Connect. We're flying C-172. And our flight plan is VFR from our flight plan is from Sierra Charlie Tango Echo to Sierra Alpha Zulu Sierra. And our departure time will be 15:25, let's say. That's how long it's going to take us to put this in here. Our time and route will be around 45 minutes, I think. We're going to be flying at around 110, I think, knots maybe. Our cruise altitude will be around We're going to the east, so we'll say 3,500. And we'll be doing Sierra Charlie Tango Echo direct to Sierra Alpha Zulu Sierra. And that's it. Flight plan has been filed. Now we'll put our radio to Unicom 122.8. Cool. We are at 122.8. And now let's see if there's anybody at all around where we are, which I doubt. For that, I'm going to use another program here called VATScope. And VATScope says that there's nobody here. Nobody. So we don't need to say anything on the radio. That's fantastic. Cool. So let's go ahead and take the parking brake off. And now we can move our plane. No, esta vez no vamos a volcar. We are not going to turn the plane over. This plane, este avión es mucho más estable. It's more stable. The wheels are. I mean, look at this. This is a. Esta le dicen. Not necessarily this version, pero la versión with a bigger motor is called the Skywagon. And this is very similar to a Skywagon. It's a very stable animal. Very luxurious, by the way. Textron, the company that bought Cessna, they make nice planes. They're expensive, very expensive. But all the finishing touches are there, you know? It's not a crappy plane by any means. Look at it. It's very modern. The G1000 suite that they put in here is pretty expensive. It's got autopilot and it's got a whole bunch of stuff built in. All right, we are out of the hold short lines, so now we can go ahead and make our call, our CTAF call. And what's the name of this airport, by the way? Let's see. Oh, I didn't put it in here. I must have put it over here. Ah! I'm turning in the weird direction here because I'm looking at the iPad instead of looking at the street. Okay, El Tepual International. El Tepual International, November 42 Mike Romeo Echo, taxiing to runway 17 El Tepual. Look, there's the airport over there to our... Over there. Slow down a bit so you guys can get a good look at the airport. Look, there's planes already there. Senegal Airport. Ooh. So they got airlines. All right. And here we go. We're getting close to the runway. There we are. Let's slow down. Slow down, slow down, slow down. There we go. We are at runway 17. So now we prepare airplane for takeoff, lower the flaps, first notch of flaps, and we adjust our trim for takeoff. And I will not be looking too much at the screens right now because this part is where I am. Oop, there we go. Takeoff. We are in takeoff configuration. And now we announce El Tepual traffic, November 42 Mike Romeo Echo, taking off runway 17 and then leaving on an eastern departure, El Tepual. Okie dokie, now let's push the throttle all the way up. Takeoff power, we'll keep the nose down a little bit with the rudder here, with the joystick. We are at rotate speed, so we rotate. There we go. Estamos en el aire. Isn't that beautiful? That's beautiful. El Tepual, guys. All right. Trying to keep it steady when not looking forward is a little tough. So. All right, we're at 700 feet. Flaps come up. And we'll keep climbing just a little bit. We're going to keep it around 1,000 feet. 1,500. And that's where we're going to be cruising over the city. So that you guys can get a good look at the city. All right, now we adjust our throttle here. We get out of the red, and we're going to be staying at around 24, maybe, yeah, 24. There we are. And now we can pitch the nose down a little bit, nose down, and pick up some speed. And now we turn for our eastern departure. So we're turning east. Oh, my doggies are barking. They want to come in. Se vira a la izquierda, no se vira a la izquierda solito, yo soy el dundo que no estaba presionando el pedal. I was the one who was busy looking at the screen. This over here is Puerto Montt in Chile, and it's a big city here in Chile. I want to lower the speed here and try to keep us at 1,500. This plane is also incredibly stable, especially when the weather is like this today, where it's not too windy. There's very little wind, and it's kind of muggy and cold. Right now it is 3 degrees outside. 3 degrees centigrade. 3 grados. So it is cold, man. So this kind of weather is planes like it. Planes like cold weather. They do good in cold weather and heavy, thick atmospheres. They like it. Little planes like this one, anyways. They climb super fast. Their performance is really good. If there's moisture in the air, that's where we have to be careful, because we could pick up ice, and we don't want to pick up ice. So we're going to avoid all the clouds, and we're going to be flying low. That's why I'm trying to push this baby to go down to 1,500. And we can see Puerto Montt. Puerto Montt. Puerto Montt or Puerto Montt. Hay otra cosa, the plane will want to turn to the right because of P factor, because of the way the propeller is going. It pushes the plane in the opposite direction. That's just physics. There we are, Puerto Montt, guys. This is nice, huh? Let's see. And we're just trying to keep it level, nice and level. Nice and level, and just a little bit low so that we can see. That's what Puerto Montt looks like. We have on a football field over here, and a whole bunch of buildings, which actually they look pretty good. Even though I think they're all computer generated, they look pretty darn realistic to me. Then again, I've never been here. But for a person who's never been here, this looks very convincing. All right, now we're going to turn to the north, and we're going to go over this little area of greenness, and then we're going to go between, I think, these two mountains over here. And for that, for this part, I am going to use the autopilot because it's, there we are. Let's see, let's put it in heading mode, autopilot, and we're going to put our altitude at 1,500 and have it hold that for us there. And vertical speed, we wanted to have our altitude hold mode. There we go. Now it's going to want to keep us at 1,500 feet. Cool. We have our, let's put our taxi lights, no. We'll put our navigator lights and our strobe lights. And we'll turn on the pitot heat because I don't want our pitot tube to get frozen in this cold weather. And we're set. We're going to go straight in that direction. Oops. Hold on, guys. Got a phone call. I'll be right back. I forgot to put our put the microphone back on. Anyways, we're going now. I put the throttle up so that we'll go into the 100 knot range, which is what we want to be. We want to be faster than what we were going. And yeah, Puerto Montt is behind us now. And ahead of us is this little thing here, which is where we want to go over around this side into this lake, huge lake, which, if I'm not mistaken, let's hide this. If I'm not mistaken, that is called Llanquihue Lake, El Lago de Llanquihue. And yeah, which is here, Llanquihue Lake. Now, if I know human beings, then I'm pretty sure that Llanquihue Lake, if it's pretty, will have a whole bunch of really rich houses all over, all over the shore, you know, because people want to live in nice, close to the water. However, at these temperatures, I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? But this is the Puerto Montt is the capital of the lake region of Chile, and that's why the airport is here, and people who come to this side of Chile to chill and have fun in the lake region, they will come to this airport, Puerto Montt, and then go to any of the whole bunch of lakes. There's a whole bunch of lakes in this area, in this region. And also on the Argentinian side, there's a whole bunch of lakes. All right. We are doing 113, 114 knots, which is great. 114 knots is equivalent to about 200 miles per hour, 200 kilometers per hour. And let's see, times 1.18 is, no, times 1.8, it's about, yeah, 205-ish, 205 kilometers per hour. That's how fast we're going, which is great. Okay, here we can start to climb a little. So since we're already in autopilot, I'm going to climb using this, and I will put a vertical speed, and we'll go at 300. So it's a very slow climb, maybe 500. A slow climb up to 2,500 feet, just to make sure we clear anything that needs to be clear, because we're coming up to some terrain, and we're going to fly around that terrain. So we'll still be able to look down and see the details, but we'll be staying clear of nasty, nasty mountains that can hit us, or poles, telephone poles, and all that stuff. That will be also clear of out of the way. Yeah, a lot of trees, nothing but trees in this area. Now, my original plan was to go over this little hump, but I'm thinking we can go around it. What do you guys say? So we can go and see that side of the lake. After all, this is VFR, and there's really nobody else around us. No traffic at all. It's beautiful, but considering, it's really green and beautiful and everything, but that's like 5 degrees. O sea, está heladísimo down there. Really cold. So those are very resilient trees, whatever they are down there. I wonder if, because of the weather and the hardiness down there, the trees are mostly pine trees. And if they are pine trees, then Microsoft has to change their AI to draw pine trees instead of drawing these fluffy trees. Because they don't look the same. Okay, guys, we're here, Lago de Llanquihue. Llanquihue Lake Up ahead is a mountain that is called, I'm not sure the name. Nope, it doesn't say the name here on the map. But I'm sure I can get it on the other map. Maps.google. Yanquiwe, here we are. Volcán Osorno, that's what that name is. It's a glacier. Glacier, a volcano. Nice. Okay, now we're going east. And this is the path that we're going to be taking. Alright. This is the path that we're going to be taking right ahead of us. This part here is called Ensenada. And I'm sure we can fly over Ensenada and see if there's a city or a town there. Ensenada, here we are. Oh, it's una playa, Playa Ensenada. It's a beach. It's like all around here somewhere. Oh, there's a little airfield there too. Hay un pequeño aeropuertito pequeño ahí. O pista, ¿será? Un aeródromo. Let's see the layers. Let's go into the terrain and see what that is. It doesn't show up in Google Maps, no aparece. Oh, tal vez sí. Sí, Aeródromo Dondobri. Dondobri Airport. Regional Airport. Un aeropuerto regional. Dondobri, que va a estar por aquí, me imagino. Esta rayita ahí en medio del bosque. Porque así se ve en Google. That's how it looks like in Google Maps. Let me show you what this says over here. Will that have pilot? No. As we'll see, edge. Edge. Oop. That is Dondobri. Aeródromo Dondobri. Nosotros vamos por aquí. Whoop. That's our plan to go up here. All right. Quitemos esto. Map. Bye-bye, map. Sí, the reflections are really well done. Really fantastic. Súper bien hechos. Creo que por aquí es la pista de Dondobri, ¿eh? The one we were looking at right now. All right, let's adjust our heading so we can go just to the north of these mountains. There we go. That's a pretty good heading. There is a little bit of wind coming from the southeast. Most of the wind is hitting us from the back, 4 knots, 3 knots. You can see that here. The airplane has static ports on different parts of the body, and it can tell where the wind is hitting it. And it gives us an idea of how strong, how many knots of wind we're getting from every direction, and gives that to us there on the G1000 screen, so we can, you can see which is the best way to land and all of that other information. I'm telling you, even though this plane looks old, because the design of the plane itself it's pretty old. It hasn't been updated that much. I imagine they say if it works, why fix it, right? Don't fix it if it's working. But what they have done is they have really made it modern inside, like all the newest technology inside the airplane. And the airplane itself is pretty comfortable. Pretty comfortable. Great, great, great. Now we are entering this lake, which is called All Saints Lake, el lago de todos los santos. Ese es el lago que está justo enfrente. No luce viejo, luce clásico. Yeah, it does not look old, it looks classic, classy. Yeah, exactly. Classy. Fine, refined, se ve refinado. Añejado. Alright, there's the volcano. And sí que está bonito esto. This is beautiful. This whole area here of Chile is spectacular. Aquí vamos a sobrevolar el lago. We're going to fly over the lake. And just keep winding around. Vamos a simplemente seguir este laguito. Over here. And now we can climb a little more. We can go to 3,500, which was our cruising altitude. It's vertical. Now we'll do a nice slow climb to 3,500. We're going to add a little bit of power for the climb. This plane though handles beautifully. For this kind of flying, for this kind of sightseeing, it handles like a champ. It is a really good, wonderful plane, and the fact that the wings are high wing, and you can see down, it makes it even better. I think, in my opinion, it's fantastic. High wing planes for this kind of flying, tourists. The best, man. You can look down and see everything. Really get you in there. Nice and immersed. Let me show you what we're looking at. This is the lake we just came in. This is the volcano. We just flew here and we're going over this part. And over here to the right, over on this side, is these resorts that you're seeing here, Alto de Playa Blanca, Hospedaje Alto de Playa Blanca, and all of that stuff. So That should be over on this side. Over on this side. And look, nieve. Hey, abuela nieve. We made it to the snow that you wanted to see. And now we'll turn. And we'll follow. There we go. Aquí ya estamos a menos 1 grado centígrados, minus 1 degree centigrade. So we gotta be careful and make sure we don't pick up any ice on the airplane, on the airframe. That is nice though. Oof. See? Welcome to South American Christmas. There you go, Santa Claus. And only one side of the mountain is frozen and the other side of the lake is not frozen, and that has a lot to do with the way the winds flow into the valley. And the moisture, you know, gets picked up on one place and dropped off on one side. Now, in my plan, we are going to cross right into here. Let's zoom in. In my plan, we're going to turn here, which is right this side. We're going to turn in there, and then we're going to turn into this side, into here. So we got to keep our, and then turn here. So we got to be very, very careful and make sure we follow the instructions properly. Otherwise, we're going to get stuck. And you don't want to get stuck with high mountains all around you, because then it's not good. Especially on a plane like this one, it doesn't turn that fast. You know, there's a risk to turning that fast. Okay, right ahead of us, after this turn, which doesn't have a name in the map, this turn right here, but this turn over here is called Parque Nacional Vicente Pérez Rosales, Vicente Pérez Rosales National Park. Ooh, glacier. I think it's, yep, look, it's frozen. The lake is frozen. Esa parte del lago está congelada. Nice. Okay, and yeah, let's keep using this thing. Let's keep using the autopilot, just because we can use it. It's there. And we're not taking any steep turns. So this is the national park that I was telling you about. Vicente Pérez Rosales National Park. Let's stay close to the mountain here. Oof. What happened there? Un risco enorme, or I think it's a risco. That may be just a big chunk of the mountain that fell off sometime. Yeah, it's cold here, man. This part is cold. And we're gonna turn here to the left. All right, let's turn to the left. Turn to the left. Go northeast. All right, right on. Oof. ¿Qué te parece esto? Isn't that beautiful over here? That's pretty good. That's pretty darn good. Okay, these valleys are amazing. Okay, we're going to turn into them a little more. And it's this part. Como que fuera un glacial. Looks like a glacier or something. Or has been eroded by a glacier. Tal vez erosionado por un glacial o algo. O simplemente si se ven los ríos aquí en esta parte. También es muy probable porque yo no... I'm not from around here, so I don't know. The Yeti? You think the Yeti lives here in one of these mountains? It's possible, man. Okay, I'm gonna slow down a bit. Go back to 2,400. Cool. We don't want to overstress the engine. And we want to go nice and slow in this part because also we need to do turns. And let's start our turn. Oh, we can wait a little longer. Gotta clear this mountain here on the side. All right, we're clear. Now we can start turning. Around 6 degrees, maybe a little more. Cool, there we go. Now, according to my plan, we got to keep going till we get to here and then turn in this side. Vamos a cruzar acá. And we don't want to stay too close to either side of the mountain because the winds, if we stay too close to the north side, we're going to get downdrafts, and too close to the south side, we're going to get updrafts. And either one is not fun. I think the downdrafts are the more dangerous ones, but updrafts, you can use them to your advantage if you need to climb quickly, but in our case, if we stayed right down the middle of the valley, we should have no problem with either updrafts or downdrafts. We'd be like right in the middle. And it'll be a comfortable ride. Ooh. So far, so good. So far, so good. Following the plan and following the terrain. Look. Getting pushed down around. Getting pushed around. All right, now we're gonna start turning. And this is the pass that we need to turn into, so it's not that much. Now here we have to keep an eye out because I don't know where exactly the turn is. Yeah, we don't want to go into this side. We want to keep going ahead. This side is a dead end. So we got to go over that side. And for this, we turn off the autopilot and give it power because we need to climb over that little ridge. Here we go. We can do this, baby. You're a good little plane. Good, good, good little plane. Aquí vamos sin piloto automático, volándolo a mano solo para asegurarme que vamos a subir a tiempo en este ridge. Aquí estamos cruzando ya, we're crossing the border. This is the border between Chile and Argentina. So in a few seconds we'll be in Argentina, guys. We passed from Chile to Argentina. And pretty soon I'll be able to say bienvenido, che. Yep, welcome. Bienvenido a Argentina, che. Ooh, this is a natural border, no wonder. Es un bordo natural entre Argentina y Chile. And when you see these mountains, it's easy to understand the border, right? Después de ver estas montañas, es como fácil entender por qué aquí está la frontera entre los dos países. All right. And now we can climb back down to 3,500. And I'm going to do a little turn here into this water, this lake. Yeah, we're doing good. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Wow, qué bonito esto, eh? This is beautiful. Now this little lake that we're in right now is called... Do we have a name for this one? Ah! Well, first let me fly the plane and then we'll tell you what it's called, because right now... No, it doesn't have a name here. No, tiene nombrecito. Sí, esta parte va a ser bien difícil manejarla con puro piloto automático. Era de hacerlo así a mano. Eh, y mira, los updrafts no me dejan bajar el avión. He estado tratando de bajarlo desde hace ratitos, pero hay vientos que nos mueven para arriba, para arriba. Para arriba, para arriba. Alright. Let's see cómo estamos de acá. Aquí es donde tenemos que cruzar. En este vallecito. Y aquí vamos a irnos estabilizando a 3500. Le damos el power. Qué bonito. Y ese es el río Negro. Hemos llegado al río Negro. Y por acá, en toda esta parte de acá, es donde están los resorts de esquiar y toda esa parte de Bariloche, de Argentina, que es como que muy, muy conocida. Sí, se ve blanco en este momento el río Negro. Yo creo que tienen un humor extraño nuestros amigos argentinos. Ok, autopilot y altitude hold on. Y nos quedamos en 3500. Aquí ya que estamos en un espacio un poco más amplio, ya podemos poner de vuelta el piloto automático. Autopilot comes back on and we are set, guys. I'm going to turn a little bit more towards the east because there's a wind that is blowing us towards the north. So we want to keep the plane straight. All right. Y sí que está todo congelado, ¿eh? Everything frozen. Buena época del año para venir acá a pescar en la nieve. Si te gusta pescar en la nieve, eso que tienes que serruchar. You know, when you have to saw into the river to get your fish out. To our south is a thing called Cerro Tronador, right between Argentina and Chile. I imagine it's a tourist spot. And this whole area is fantastic and beautiful. Let's see, how is everything? Oil temperature is good, oil pressure is good, fuel flow is alright. Got plenty of fuel, and our EGT is doing great. There's no need to lean at this altitude, we're fine. Hemos un vuelo bajito, hemos volado bajito para que podamos ver bien. We flew low so we can see everything. And so far it looks fantastic, don't it? Yeah. qué bueno que trajimos los skis. Good thing we brought our skis back there. -1 degrees centigrade, menos 1 grado centígrado. It's beautiful. Chilly, but beautiful. Acá vamos a hacer algo. En vez de ir por el lado aquí del lago, aunque si vamos por el lado este del lago, se ve donde el agua, you can see where the water turns into water again. If we go on that side, if we go on this side, we'll see some towns maybe. You guys want to see some towns? Ooh. Si no va a, it's gonna make us blind if we go that way. We'll see. We'll see. We'll keep going through these little valleys. And maybe we'll see houses. Tal vez veremos casitas y poblados, porque según esto aquí hay poblaciones. If we right now we should be going over a thing called Swiss Colony, la colonia suiza. Let's get our nose out of the seat so we can look around. Yeah, there's some buildings over here. Tell you what, we're gonna do this. We're gonna pause. And we're gonna go look around. What do you say? Yep, keep the default. And resume. There we are. Let's go look. Vamos a ver con el dron. Toda esta calle de por acá, esta se llama Colonia Suiza, Swiss Colony. Así que hay unos carros que están muy mal renderizados. Entonces está congelado. No se ve como que hay mucho acá en esta zona. Oh, como no, aquí sí hay un resort, mira. Wow. Ok, retornamos al avión. Y damos pausa. Y lo volamos a mano. Vamos a volarlo a mano. Vamos a acercarnos un poquito más a la parte esa de la colonia suiza. Vamos a seguir por donde venimos con el dron. Ok, vamos bien, vamos bien. Aquí se llama el trébol. This part is called El Trébol. ¿Pasa debajo del puente? No, muy bajito. Ese puente es muy bajito. Hay unos puentes más bonitos en, por ejemplo, las cataratas del Niágara. Ahí sí hay un montón de puentes bonitos. Y ahí sí estuvimos volando la vez pasada con unos amigos. That was fun, flying underneath those bridges. But these bridges are way too low. Alright. Okay, Colonia Suiza, Swiss colony. It looks like there's really not much there. At least not rendered here. Yeah, it's just these little houses. I wonder what it looks like in real life. It must be like a little city or something. Look, there's some houses and hotels over here. Yeah, but over here, not so much. Alright, buddy, let's keep it going this way. Swiss colony. Not much there. Alright, y aquí nos vamos a dar la vuelta. Aquí hay otro pobladito. There's another little town over here. Or a village. We're gonna fly right over it. And it's not showing up here at all on my map with a name. It just says that it's a village of some sort. Yep, there goes that little village. All right. And, señoras y señores, justo a nuestra derecha, on our right, is the first view of Bariloche. Todo esto de aquí, ya estamos llegando a Bariloche. San Carlos de Bariloche. Y acá arriba, and on this mountain up here, all of this part is where you can go skiing. All the ski resorts and everything are up here. Which looks pretty damn impressive. Let's turn here. Let's do a little bit of a steep turn here. It wasn't that steep, but it's a turn into the water. And over here is 1 degree. And over there is -1 degree. All right. And now we can see Bariloche head on. Esta es la ciudad, la parte más céntrica de Bariloche, and these are just little, como suburbios, I imagine, little suburbs. All that side, this area that has not been frozen over yet. Some of it has up in the mountains, but the bottom is still starting to get frozen. On this side, it's already white. It's ready to go, man. You can go skiing right now if you want to. And let's see what is the name of our airport. Our airport is called Bariloche. Okay, cool. Bariloche traffic, November 42 Mike Romeo Echo, 10 miles from the field, about 3,500 feet, and about 8 miles to the northwest of the field, inbound to land on the active runway, Bariloche. Let's check out which is the active runway right now so we can see what it is. Información de Bariloche, weather 250, 5 nudos, QNH 30.24. Estoy abajo un poquito, o sea que 30.24. La presión está un poco más baja aquí. 30.24, perfecto. Vamos a dar una vueltecita por acá. Y nos dijo que 250. Veamos los runways que tenemos disponibles. El 29 y el 1129 tendría que ser. 29. Bariloche traffic, November 42 Mike Romeo Echo, 5 miles to the northwest inbound to enter a left traffic pattern for runway 29er. Bariloche. El aeropuerto está a qué altura. Información general. Está a 2.700 pies de altura. O sea que nosotros vamos bajitos. Tenemos que subirle un poquitín. Tenemos que hacer nuestra aproximación a 3.700. Y podemos ver Bariloche. ¡Yay! Igual después de aterrizar, after we land, we're going to go take a look. Take a look. Here we are, 3,700 feet. We level out. There's the runway. Cool. Ya vemos el aeropuerto. All right, and we trim the baby. Trim, trim, trim to lose speed and maintain altitude. There we go, we got it. And now we put first notch of flaps just to maintain a decent speed for our approach. And putting the first notch of flaps just drastically reduces our speed, and it also drastically reduces the speed that the plane will stall at. So we're safer that way. Bariloche traffic, November 42 Mike Romeo Echo on downwind, left downwind for runway 29er. Ah, no, pasamos encima de Bariloche. No, you just lost that's all. But it doesn't matter because right now we are ready to land at Bariloche Airport. And then after I land, we're going to go with the drone camera and get a look around at the city. Ah, look. It thawed out automáticamente. Microsoft Flight Simulator decided that, you know what, this part is not snowed in yet. Nos quitó la nieve en el último momento este pedacito. Recibió la información. Microsoft Flight Simulator, what it does is every X amount of time, it gets the weather information for that area, and it's there's usually a difference in about, I don't know, an hour maybe. And in that time, it decided in the last update, you know what, this area should not be frozen because of the heat or whatever. It's not cold enough to be that frozen, so it changes it right away. Boop, and you see that. Yeah, cambio climático, básicamente. I think it's just climate change. We saw what climate change can do. Okay, we have 1 mile. This is a long downwind because it's a long runway. You know why it's a long runway? Because this airport accepts huge jets. I mean, tourism is big in this part of Argentina. So yeah, they have a big airport to accommodate for that. Just stalling. We have 1 miles, but we're gonna go to 3 miles, so we're gonna use this one. When this line is on this end, that's when we're gonna start our downwind, our base, I mean. Yeah, there's a little bit of a crosswind. There's a 4-knot crosswind. So we're gonna feel that on this plane when we're getting down there. Not that much, but we're gonna feel a little bit. Plane's gonna want to fly sideways a little bit. So todavía in this whole area down here, it's not the worst of the winter. I mean, the worst of the winter in South America is around August, I think. It's like where the worst of the summer is in the United States. That is also the worst of the winter in South America. See this little dot? This little dot here is a GPS waypoint that is used for approaches. So that's where we should be when we turn to base. It's right before this little hill over here. And we're good right about here. Bariloche traffic, November 42 Mike Romeo Echo is turning base for runway 29er, Bariloche. And now we can let the plane start to fall a little bit. Not too much. And we are on base. We are on base. And over there should be the airport. Let's give it some power. And now we turn. Bariloche traffic, November 42 Mike Romeo Echo is on 3 mile final runway 29er, Bariloche. Yeah, now we gotta fight the wind. And there's the airport right ahead of us. Y ahora sí, ya bajamos un poquito. We can lower our RPMs a little bit. We want to stay at around above 60 knots. I like to say 70 knots safety for safety. And we just slowly start to come down. I want to keep it up a little bit because we're low. We should have started our descent at 3,700 and we started our descent at 3,300. So now we keep the nose the way it is and we just lower the RPMs and the plane will start to come down. There we go. There we go, there we go, there we go. Nice, 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 nice. Lower the RPM a little more. Okay, second notch of flaps. I think we're going to land it with just 2 notches of flaps. We don't need to go for the third notch. We are at 60. We want to give it a little bit of power. There we go. Because we don't want to be falling too fast. $2,700. We're about 300 feet up. We're good, we're good, we're good. There we are, we're right on the center line. That's what that little M says. This airplane is awesome because you can kind of land it in slow motion. It's that beautiful. Hace un glide, nice and beautiful. Check it out, our runway is made. Last notch of flaps. Keep the nose down. And we are going to just nice and easy kiss the ground. And we turn the power off. That is butter. Butter. Le pusimos mantequilla al pan. We put a little bit of butter on the bread. And we clean up the plane. All our flaps are up. And then we say Bariloche traffic, November 42 Mike Romeo Echo is exiting the runway, and please send a crew out to clean the butter off of the airline, off the runway. Bariloche. All right. We made it. We made it. That was beautiful landing. El viento, el clima estaba perfecto. Guys, this is Bariloche. Now let's see if there is a auxiliary apron is over here. Terminal control tower and the commercial apron is ahead. So we should turn here to the auxiliary apron, which is here. El auxiliary es para los general aviation y el comercial es para los jets, ¿no? Sí, exacto. We melted the ice with that butter. All right. Quedémonos más cerca, ¿no? Más cerca de la terminal. Igual este avioncito es... ¿Si podemos o no? Creo que está el ala del avión ahí. Igual no importa, vamos a quedarnos de este lado. todos modos no veo ninguna persona de ground crew aquí ayudando. Alright, frenos y apagamos la nave. Quitamos. Cool. Magnetos come off. Avionics. Y adiós al battery. Y adiós al auxiliary battery. Y ahora vamos a echarnos un vistazo. Oh, ya podemos cerrar esto. Creo que hay que hacerlo así. Ya. Vamos a echarnos un vistazo de cómo está Bariloche. Showcase. Oh, you're kidding me. Se quedó trabado allá afuera. Reset position. There we are. And let's give it some speed. What? Muy rápido. Bueno. Este es el aeropuerto de Bariloche. Que si tienes un jet, un airliner, te toca venir a parquearte acá. Ah, mira, aquí había rampas también. Oh, aquí estaban las rampas para General Aviation. Ok, entonces ya aprendí que la próxima vez me vengo acá. Y me parqueo cerca de la terminal. Perfecto. Aquí está el edificio de la terminal. Para los General Aviation. Y para los que vienen en jets, toca bajarse aquí, en estas mangas. Por ejemplo, este de Miami Air, que no sé. No lo conozco, Miami Air International. Pero bien, te bajas y... ¿Estás ahí? Acá están los de emergencia y los de la comida. Y... acá de este lado, los que vienen a recoger pasajeros. O a dejar pasajeros. Y los que han dejado sus carros aquí a que se congelen. Aquí los pueden venir a traer su carro congelado. Y vamos a ver si nosotros llegamos de este lado. Que hay hasta acá. Este sí está lejos. No sé qué será, una estación de VOR o una estación de radar o algo así. Está bien lejos. Okidoki. Acá está la torre de control. Donde trabajan los chavos. Diciéndole a los aviones qué deben hacer. Y ahora vamos a ver la ciudad. ¿Qué les parece? Bariloche queda para acá. Lo que sí es que nos vamos a ir un poco más rápido porque esto está lento. Más rápido. Full speed. Full speed, por favor. Drone speed. Este es el zoom. Alright, señores, esto es Bariloche. Este es Bariloche reimaginado por el AI que vio la foto y dijo, aquí va este edificio, aquí va este otro. Y los ha medio armado así, ¿verdad? ¿Sabe qué? No es exactamente así, pero es bastante cercano. Y acá arriba me imagino que están los primeros. Que están los primeros, resorts aquí arriba, ¿no? También imaginados por el AI. Hay zonas donde sí los han hecho súper bien y hay otras zonas donde no está tan bien. Esta zona no creo yo que está tan bonita. El aeropuerto sí, porque el aeropuerto sí es comprado, ese sí es un modelo correcto de cómo es el aeropuerto de Bariloche. Todas estas casitas de por acá. Debe ser muy bonito vivir acá. Si no te molesta el frío. Y si te gusta mucho venir a esquiar, esto es precioso. Este edificio sí está extremadamente raro, no creo que sea así. Aquí hay un río. Me apantalla mucho que hasta le hayan puesto los efectos de sonido. Vamos a tener el tobogán. Uy, muy abajo. Aquí. ¡Ey! Pero hemos llegado. Estuvo bueno. Mira, aquí hay torres de construcción. Sé que pronto habrá algo nuevo por acá en Bariloche. Nadie quiere venir a trabajar con tanto frío. Hey, well, we had a great flight, uneventful and beautiful, and the Cessna 172 by Bagaloo performed spectacularly. Sí, mira la diferencia. Look at the difference between the buildings, right? The generated buildings that we just saw over there versus these buildings that have been modeled. Woo. I don't know if there's anybody inside them. No. This one, there's nobody inside. Let's go see this other building over here. Wow. This terminal. Oh, look, there are people. Hold on, let me turn the speed down. Drone speed. Wow. There's people aquí, man. There's some people here. And look, they've been standing around here for a while because they got snow on them and everything. They are starting to freeze, these poor people. Yep. Oh, lady, you have snow on your hair. Por eso no se viene con el pelo mojado al aeropuerto de Bariloche. Oh, look, there's another lady over here. She's looking at something she likes. Le gusta algo, eh? Lady, are you okay? Yeah, she looks happy for some reason. Gente chilena. No, si estos son argentinos. Esos no son chilenos, these are Argentinian guys, and she's happy about something. What is she looking at? Oh, she's looking at this guy. And this guy, no es conmigo, no es conmigo, no es conmigo. Y ella, like, yeah, yo quiero contigo. Ta, 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 ta. Ese hombre me gusta. ¿Y el hombre? Oh, no, una gorda me está viendo. Che, ¿qué le digo? Bueno, ni modo. Entremos, veamos si hay alguien más acá. Oh, yes. Este está echando el rollo de allá. Ah, ja, ja. Allá está mi amigo gay. Parece que una mujer le está haciendo caso. Ah, ja, ja, ja. Pobre iluso. Pobre ilusa. Y ella, no sé, ella está como se le congeló el cerebro ya. Pobrecita. And she's just waiting for the picture. Toma la foto ya. Take the picture now. Come on. I can't stay like this forever. And the camera guy left. Is there anybody in here? No, it's empty, I think. Yeah, the insides are really nothing to see. The outside is where all the action is. Yep. Ooh. I wonder if there's anybody on the mangas. Nope. Oh, la manga sí tiene. Ah, nope. Ah! Yeah, there's nobody here. And on this side, workers or anything? Oh, look, there are some workers. Yeah. These guys are, I don't know what they're doing. Boop, 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 boop. What's going on over here? Nothing. Ah, pero mira, le pusieron hasta la photo of the inside. They put the picture of the inside of the building on as a texture. Kind of works. Kind of works. That's Bariloche Airport. Really well done. I think it was $12. Were worth it because we got to look around and see frozen people. And it was good. I had a blast. Where do we go? We have a time for one more flight, I think. And where would you like to go? We can set that up immediately. Main menu, continue. I have enough time for a short flight. And we can choose another plane too, aircraft selection. I have been flying. I flew this one yesterday. I had a nice flight with this one, with the Milvis 310. I kind of like that plane. It's not very showy because you can't really see because of the engines on the sides, but it's one hell of a nice plane. I've been flying this one a lot. I have not been flying the Kit Foxes much, even though I really like them. I love these planes, the Warriors. All of these Pipers are fantastic. This one is great for sightseeing. These are great for like training. This is awesome for long flights, long distance flights. But it's boring because you get up to a certain altitude, and after that you don't do much. Well, yeah, the cruise is very boring. A burrito. The Diamonds are great planes. Easy to fly. Beautiful visibility. We should fly the DV-20. Where's the DV-20? That's a tiny little airplane. Is it here? Diamond. Here we are, the DV-20. This was a nice plane. Let's go with a diamond and let's look at the map and see where we can go. This is where we were. Now they say we fly around Rio de Janeiro. Pues, ¿dónde era Río de Janeiro? Era por acá, ¿no? Sí, este es Río de Janeiro. Rio. Este es un helipuerto for helicopters. Este es el Sugarloaf Mountain. Y acá está Catedral de Río de Janeiro. Y acá está Cristo el Redentor. O sea que salgamos de acá, damos la vuelta y volvemos a aterrizar acá. Departure. También se puede comprar este aeropuerto, mira. Está bonito. Pero no vuelo mucho acá. Ese es el único problema. No vuelo tanto acá como para valerle la pena decir voy a comprarme este aeropuerto. Pero sí está bien bonito. Próximamente haremos un aterrizaje en... ¿Y han hecho los edificios también? Custom Jetway HD Textures, Custom Taxi Lights and City Buildings. Le han metido los edificios también. Yes. Vamos a hacer una cosa, porque esto... vamos a hacer así. ¡Tarán! Siempre me escuchan, ¿verdad? Sí. Eje. 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 No está pasando nada, no se preocupen. Return to transaction. Sí, autorizar. Sí, ok, ya está la compra autorizada. No ha pasado nada, todo está bien. Ya estamos de vuelta, ya hemos regresado. Vamos a esperar a que termine el download. Sí, tú puedes comprar. Eso, todo esto lo hacen hay developers externos que se encargan de hacer los modelos y todo. Entonces, si tú vuelas muy seguido a una ciudad o te gusta mucho esa ciudad, puedes comprar la ciudad y entonces ya no son los edificios autogenerados, sino que ya estás volando con edificios reales. Very real looking buildings. For example, I bought the Panama Canal, and that one has the boats through the canal, all over the canal, and plus the locks, las esclusas, have all been modeled and they look exactly like they would in real life. So now whenever you fly around that area, it feels like you're really there. Yeah. And I like to fly around Panama a lot, so it was worth it to me. This one, now that I got it, I'm probably going to fly around here a lot. Because it's always fun to come and look around, you know? Is it done? I think it's done. Yes, download complete. All right, vamos a dar una vuelta por Rio de Janeiro in a DV20. What happened? Why is there a thing there? Set as departure, and we're going to go in a little tiny GA small ramp. No small ramps? Okay, we'll take a medium ramp then. Gate. I don't want to be at a gate. I have to be at a gate. Parking. Ramp. There we are. Parking. And we're going to go with live weather. And we're going to fly. And I'm going to see if there's anybody here in VATSIM. Our Katana, Diamond DA20 Katana, DV20. Let's wait to see if that is connected. There we go. Connected. And I think there's nobody here. Awesome. Oh, look, it left us right in a... This is a parking. This is a parking. Parecía taxiway, pero es un parking. Este es el DA20 Katana. Es un avioncito. It's a tiny little airplane. It is for 2 people only. But it is modern. Super, super modern. It's got like everything except for the autopilot. No autopilot on this one. Other than that, it's got, I mean, it's a very, very decent airplane to fly around in. And learn how to fly and do all sorts of stuff. And it's carbon fiber. No metal anymore. Carbon fiber. Super sturdy and fantastic. All right, let's get our flight plan here. We're going to be flying VFR. We're going to be taking off in, let's see, airports. Let's hide this thing so we can see where our plane is. There we go. We're on SBRJ, which is Sierra Bravo, Sierra Bravo, what's R? Romeo, Sierra Bravo Romeo Julia. So we're gonna unload this thing and we're gonna say we're got Sierra Bravo Romeo Julia, and we're gonna be landing at Sierra Bravo Romeo Julia. Sierra Bravo Romeo Julia. And air departure time will be 16, will be 17. We're gonna take off right away. Our cruise speed in this airplane, I think we can do 110 knots. We're gonna be around 3,500. And we're just gonna VFR. Flights. We're gonna be around 30 minutes around. I'll say 45 minutes. We never know how long we're gonna take. And we file our flight plan. Flight plan is filed. And now we can turn on our airplane. Now, let's see if I remember. This airplane has only, yes, it has prop. And it has a throttle. And I think it doesn't have a mixture control. I think. And it has trim. So we adjust the trim. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. And so we turn on the battery. That should be our first thing to do. Oh, we also should put some fuel in here, just in case. Let's put 70% fuel. There we are. And now we turn on our battery. Cool. Fuel pump. Good. Position lights. And landing light. No, not landing lights. Strobe lights, yes. So people will know. We yell clear prop. And we give it a little bit of throttle. This is the parking brake, this is the engine choke, and this is the hot air. There we go. Y arranca así de fácil, just that easy. This plane is up and going, baby. Enter, enter. And we put this altitude. We're going to be squawking VFR. I'll wait for this to load up. VFR, altitude. Cool. And we're ready to go. Oh, we need to put our radio on at 122.8. 122.8. Creo que era, I think it was $14 maybe. $14 era este aeropuerto. Varían, they vary. Like there are some really, really good ones that are worth a lot more money, and there's some super cheap ones, like $9. And every once in a while, you can go into the marketplace and you can see which ones they have on discount. A lot of European airports are discounted. So like if that's your city, that's where you train in, you get that one. Buy that one. For example, I bought the first one I bought was the airport that I train in, Ilopango, and it was amazing. And then Guatemala was the next one, and then Honduras, and then all around me I had bought them because I want to see what they look like for real, Okay, our avionics are turned on. Fuel pump goes off, and our fuel flow stays on. Everything is normal. Aquí viene un LATAM jet taxiing. Is he going to take off? I don't know. We'll keep an eye on that guy. Okie dokie. Let's see. Map.vatsim. There's a bunch of airplanes flying around where we are. November 42 Mike Romeo Echo. Okay. See, there's another airplane here. TAM. I think that's the one que nos acaba de pasar. Ese avión es de VATSIM. Este de acá. Un A320. Ah, nice. Ok, veamos cómo estamos con este aeropuerto. Flights. Rio de Janeiro. Open Airport. Quiero ver cómo está la información del weather. Según esto, el viento está de la 10, entonces sí. 20 o 02, en realidad cualquiera de las dos. Desde la 10. 20 nos sale mejor. Si ese chavo creo que está... Ah, no, está saliendo bien, desde la 20. Ok. Rio de Janeiro traffic, November 42 Mike Romeo Echo, type Katana, taxiing to runway 20 right via Julia, Rio de Janeiro. All right, let's go ahead and take off the brake and move forward. Este taxiway es Taxiway Julia, que es donde acaba de pasar, where the jet buddy is getting ready to take off, waiting for that ATR to take off. Y ese está parqueado ahí. O sea que ese no está en el runway. Vamos a esperar a nuestro amigo acá. A ver si él va a despegar. Ah, Katana. Ese es el modelo. Así se llama este avión. Katana. Modelo Katana. Parece Katana, ¿eh? Obvio, parece una katana, entonces es katana. No sé por qué. El otro avión, el DA-40, se llama Star. El Diamond Star, y este es el Diamond Katana. O sea que ahí en Diamond, the designer really must have loved ninja stuff, because stars and katanas, he must have liked his ninjas. Ninjas. All right, runway ahead. Ya se está moviendo. No ha dicho nada en el radio ese chavo. That dude has not said anything on the radio so far, so I'm wondering. Let me turn back to my normal screen so you can see more of the screen. There we go. See, that's another player. But he's not making any CTAF calls or anything. He's just taken off. Is he on 20 right or 20 left? I think he's going to 20 left because 20 left is a longer runway. Hey, Boozy Sheep, welcome. Hey, welcome to all the raiders. Hello, hello, raiders. Right now, we are about to take off. We are about to take off from Rio de Janeiro on a small little DA-20 Katana. We're on VATSIM. There's a jet dude who is about to take off ahead of us. So we're just waiting for him to take off so we can take off. And there he goes. There's the Sugarloaf Mountain. Check it out. That dude is really going for it. Hey, Joe Sosa, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. There he goes. He took off. That dude. Is that? Yes, this is Brazil, buddy. We're in Rio de Janeiro right now. And we're about to take off. We're just going to wait for that guy's wake to clear. Although we're taking off in a parallel runway from him, so. But we are in a little Katana, and he's in an A320, so. So wake is a real possibility. It's a big possibility. Joe Random, hello. Yep. All right. So now we're going to get ready here. Rio de Janeiro, traffic November 42, Mike Romeo Echo, taking off runway 20 and then heading out towards the south. Rio de Janeiro. All right. Full power, which on this airplane is not really that much. Ah! There we are. And we can rotate. There we go. Let's get some airspeed. Alrighty. Flaps come up. And we are nice. Stabilized. Going upwards. So here we are, guys. Look at that. Check it out. Check it out. Rio de Janeiro. Isn't that beautiful? Now we can pitch up. Stay on blue line. Stay at around 60 knots. And just climb it. Climb it, climb it, climb it. This airplane does not have that much power. It's perfect for sightseeing like this. And it's one of the built-in airplanes, so why not, you know? And now we're gonna start turning here towards the east, southeast. So we'll go around the Sugarloaf. And That nice? Wow. Miramos desde afuera, let's look from outside. Yeah, it does look nice, huh? The sugar loaf. And over here is the Christ. And we're going to go check him out over there. I have... Let's see. Yeah, we can't really fly too close to the Christ. There's a... In real life, we can't. I don't know if in the simulator we can do whatever the hell we want. But in real life, there is a no-fly zone. It's restricted airspace. You know. It is beautiful, though. Here's the teleférico. Here's where you can go in these little carts, you know, that take you up and down the Sugarloaf Mountain. Let's slide over. No, slide over. There we go. Now we can see from the passenger side. There's Copacabana. Let me check my instruments for a second. Yeah, we are below the red line here on that side, so we know we're good. I'm telling you, if I had money, this would be the plane to buy, man. This is fantastic. Quick. Get in it, starts up quick, and just go, you know, go have fun, look around. I wonder, maybe these are the ones that you can rent. These would be cool to rent, you know. Go someplace like this and then just, well, I'll rent a katana and fly around and get an hour's worth of airtime. Although in real life, I don't know how difficult it is to fly. This is a DA-20 or a DV-20, I think it's called, a DV-20. Yeah. DV-20, it's a beautiful little plane. All right, since we're in the simulator, I think we can fly close, not close to, but we can see the Christ at least. And you can see that the Christ is not really that big. Or tell you what we're gonna do, because it is airspace that we can't go into. We can do this though. Pause. And then we use our drone. Ta-da! Now we can go look around. I'm sure VATSIM doesn't like that. If there were more airplanes flying around, they would not like me to just hover in the airspace like that. But come on, this stream, come on, we gotta make it interesting, and since this is not allowed, but this is flying a drone. Ooh. There we go, guys. Welcome to Brazil. Isn't that cool? Oh, look, there's our airplane over there in the background. Could have taken a picture. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I am going to take a picture. Let's get rid of this thing. And let's do this. There you go. Picture taken. That's pretty cool. That's like... That is, wallpaper worthy. There we go. This is what it looks like to clear up here. That is... I mean, you really gotta walk if you want to get up there. Woo! It's quite a trek. All right. And over here on the Sugarloaf side, oh look, this is a helipad? Is this a helipad? Oh, this is cool. If I had a helicopter, I could land it here. And check out this private beach over here. Ooh. Oh, this looks fancy. And then this is the little bay where the airport was coming out of. There's the airport over there. That's where we took off. And there was a little bay over here with all these fun little boats right before we got to the Sugarloaf. It's a marina over here. Nice little marina. And over here we have the Sugarloaf. And this looks like a Olympic Stadium or some sort. And over here is the Sugarloaf. And the first time I saw the Sugarloaf was in a James Bond movie that he was in here for Carnival, I think. And his car that he was on, he had a big fight with Jaws, I think. That was the dude with the weird teeth. And he was in one of these. Oh, these actually move. Check it out. There he goes. Oh, look at that. That's pretty nice. That's also, I think, worthy of a picture. Yeah, there we go. Cool. And this is the other side. All right. Let's continue our flight. Oh, do you want to go down Copacabana? We can walk around the beach here at Copacabana. Sadly, there are no people. No people have been populated here because this is full of people. Like, woo! Yeah, this whole beach is full of people. Normally. All right. Let's go back to where our plane was because I don't remember where our plane was. Yeah. Showcase. Track IR. No, we want to reset. Lock mode. Where was the reset? There we go. Let's continue our flight without getting into trouble. In Moonraker, yeah, that's it. Moonraker, I love that movie. Well, I loved it because it was the first time I'd seen 007. So for me, for a long time, Roger Moore was the only 007 that existed. Right? And then I saw The Spy Who Loved Me. And also, you know, 007, dude, that guy was... He was the spy. Wow, this hotel down here, that looks amazing. I'm thinking we go around here, go through this, and then go around and land. The first half of today's stream, we went to Bariloche. We started off in Chile, and then we flew through the mountains, between the mountains and valleys, in a Cessna 172, until we got to Bariloche, which is a ski resort, because right now is the start of winter in South America. So, you know, why not go to a place that has snow and has all sorts of snow activities? So Bariloche is the place to go, right? It's super famous for its chocolates, and because it was founded by, I think it was Germans. A lot of Germans went and founded that area. And Swiss. It looks a lot like Switzerland. It's like a little part of Switzerland inside of South America. And they do, you know, pretty much Swiss things like chocolate and watches and all that kind of stuff. All that kind of good stuff. And skiing and all this snow activities, winter activities. For them, it's winter. For us, it would be the summer here in North America. Oof, that's nice over there. So let's start turning in. Ooh, we got caught in the downdrift from the mountain. Yeah, we went over the terrain and immediately the plane starts shaking. So we're getting a couple of look at that. Woo, we're getting blown up. And this airplane, originally, the Katana and the DA-40, both of them were designed, the original design was based off of a glider. So they are very good planes to glide in. I mean, you could turn the engine off, the power completely off, and you get very, very decent gliding performance. Because it's super thin, super light, carbon fiber, and the engine doesn't weigh that much. In this airplane specifically, the engine is very, very light. So the airplane itself will glide. Oh, look, there's I think these are either power lines or teleférico lines. They're either power lines or the little car, you know, teleférico cars. I'm not sure. Cable cars. I'm not sure if they're cable cars. Hey, thank you for the guys who followed. Thank you very, very much for all the new followers. Woo! Woo! I've been flying around in this simulator and in X-Plane, and I gotta be honest, I like this better. I like this so much better. And it's because of all of this. I mean, you don't get any of this in X-Plane. It just looks so beautiful. The clouds look better here. And the cities look better. And if you have the scenery, it just looks amazing. It looks so much more realistic. And in X-Plane, like the streets, you can see them from up here, because they are outlined, you know, and they just look a bit too much. The plane itself, once you're inside, it looks great. Looks super good. If you're flying up high, it doesn't matter because, you know, you're a jetliner. You're flying a jetliner, and what the city looks like, you don't care because you don't even see the city from when you're 30,000 feet up in the air, right? But if you're flying low and slow, like on an airplane like this one, and you want to, you know, just go sightseeing, yeah, no, X-Plane sucks for that. And it's just a lot better. Oh, look, there's another airplane over there. On approach, I think. Yep. That one is an A320 as well. A Neo. I just see it here on my scope. But you know what I don't like is that nobody... Ooh, look, a stadium. Sorry, I'm being all ADHD on you. But whenever I see cool stuff like this, you know, I wanna look at it. Anyways, as I was saying, I don't like that the guys, you know, when they're flying around VFR or IFR or whatever, in VATSIM, they're not doing their CTAF calls. So, you know, you don't know what they're doing. Oh, I don't think he's gonna land. He just went around. Alright, we're gonna land, so we're gonna start slowing down and letting the airplane glide. Look at that, the way the engine, you know, that little... I think it's a Rotax engine on this airplane. It just sounds like a motorcycle or a lawnmower. It's a totally different sound than what you get from a Bonanza or a, you know, one of those other gas guzzling airplanes. On this one, it's just perfect sound for a tiny airplane. Now we're gonna come around. We're gonna go around that. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna break the rules and we're gonna go under that bridge, because that bridge is a bridge that I can definitely fly under. Don't anybody tell the FAA that we're doing this, please. Even though it's gonna be it's gonna be here. It's gonna be, there's evidence. So I hope nobody clips it though. Ooh. Yeah, I was trying to do everything by the book. But then I noticed that other people who are in VATSIM are not following the book by not doing any of the CTAF calls. So I'm gonna go under that bridge. And then after I go under that bridge, oh no, what happened? It's stuttering. Oh, there we go. Unstuttered. See what I tell you? Completely turn the power off. Sorry about that. We're completely turned the power off and we're still gliding. We're still doing this beautiful glide. And I got 80 knots, you know. And we're only going down 500. Like, I can keep the nose up. I can maintain my altitude. No power, guys. It's on idle. And this sucker does not want to look. It doesn't want to either slow down or descend. It just wants to hold here. Oh, now it does. Okay, fall, fall, fall. Get some airspeed. There we go. Like, the gliding characteristics of this thing is amazing. There we go, 500 feet per minute, and we're still at over 75 knots. It's a spectacular little airplane. Of course, if you had engine trouble, you know, it wouldn't be this calm. You'd be like, oh my gosh, where do I land? The cool thing is you can land far away. You can pick a spot that's far, far away, or you can even make it to the airport from here. From where we are, yeah, sure, we can make it to the airport. Airport's right there. But we're not going to the airport, are we? No. We're going to do something illegal. That's right. I'm gonna go right under that bridge. I hope. We need to do some altitude. So we're going to do some S-turns. You know, you can hear the wind. All right, baby, there we go. Now we're lined up for this bridge. We're still too high, oh my gosh. This is spy stuff we're doing here. Moonraker stuff. And we are made it under the bridge and out the other side. Woo! Now we turn the power back on. Ta-ta! Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now we're gonna come in for the landing. I don't even know how far away we are from the airfield. I'm thinking 5 miles? Yeah, 5 miles. Rio traffic, November 42 Mike Romeo Echo, type Katana, 5 miles to the north inbound and on final for runway 20 right. Rio. Alright, guys. Now we turn off the power again. First notch of flaps, we need to slow down. We're still coming in too fast, but we're gonna dead stick it. And we're too high, so it's gonna lower, lower R. There we go. We got a lot of runway, so it doesn't really matter. You know, this airplane is super tiny. There we go. We are on a good height. Second notch flaps. And we let the nose drop a little. We're gonna dead stick it. And we just hold it. Hold it. And let it fall by itself. Another butter landing. Woohoo! And let's clean up the plane while we're here. Turn up the... Yay, thank you, Santos. And we're clear of the runway. Rio de Janeiro traffic, November 42 Mike Romeo Echo is clear of the runway, and suggest you get a cleaning clue to clean the butter off of the runway. Rio. All right. We're out, guys. We made it. Look at how beautiful they did this airport. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're gonna have to do a drone visit of this whole airport, don't you think? Because it is nice. Let's park where we had parked before. I think it was around here somewhere, wasn't it? They actually converted part of the taxiways into parking. And that's where we started. They had a little rectangle that was painted on the ground. I'm not sure if it was right here. No, it was next to this. I think it was right here. Yeah, this is the parking spots. Isn't that cool? We have little parking spots in old taxiways. All right. Guess I got a lot of traffic. All right, and let's turn this puppy off. On this one, there is no mixture, so I can't turn it off with a mixture. So I guess we just turn it off with the Magneos. Yep, that's it. Fuel pump is off, avionics is off, strobe light, nav light, and landing lights, and the battery comes off. And let's go check out this airport, because this looks nice. Showcase. Let's get some speed in here so we can go quickly. Woohoo. Check it out. And the buildings too, the buildings behind it, that is all modeled. That is all part of the pack that you get when you buy the airport. Not only do you get the airport, but you get all of these buildings back here, so that you can, you know, you can tell what it looks like as you're doing your approaches and stuff. And this is way more realistic than the built-in ones that were here before. And the buildings at the airport have all been copied from real life. You know, here's all the emergency emergency vehicles. Let's check it out. Check it out. Oh, here's an FBO. Leader Aviation. Ooh. Oh no, I think this is like Maintenance, right? Yeah, where did they go? Could be FBO or maintenance, not sure. Here we are. Here we are at the main airport. Like they did a lot of the same things they did on the other one, where they just pasted the inside of the airport. Although, look. If I get too close, he disappears. There's some dude walking around in there. Wow, there's people sitting here. Or is that just a picture of people sitting here? Looks like there's just a picture of people sitting here. Yeah. Oh, they cheated. They did not render people, but they put a picture of people sitting. Yeah, they did a lot of this is like low cost, you know, where they, Wile E. Coyote kind of tricks where they just put the texture. Except that creepy guy who's walking around. That dude is just, I'm just, whoop, walking around and disappearing. Yeah, they did a lot of that. So just the lobby, I guess, is the only thing that is rendered. Or the terminals. Oh, the terminals look rendered too. Okay, the gates are rendered a little better. Imagine if you have the GSX, the ground control, it's a ground control app. This is where all the people that are coming into your plane are gonna line up to make it look very realistic for you. That's not bad. Okay, these are regular Microsoft ground crew people standing here for no reason. And a nondescript pickup truck. And the same nondescript pickup truck. I imagine that it's just there, to save computer memory, because you use the same model. You're not really using extra memory, you're just resing the same model in a whole bunch of different places. So that saves memory. Got a couple of airplanes that are res over here. And the hangars. Nice. I think they did a good job, it doesn't hit the performance, like it still feels nice and snappy when you're moving around it. Because it's not all that detailed, not super detailed, but just detailed enough for you to get a good feel of what it is. Of what the airport kind of feels like and looks like. Like this is the place where you drop off and you pick up your passengers. There's a Prodigy hotel next door. And yeah, they say the same trick of the picture. So when you're flying and you're coming around and you're flying, it looks normal. But when you get up close to it, aha! It's not really there. All the important bits are there. All the important parts. The control tower. This is what the control tower sees. There's nobody in the control tower, but this is what they see. Come on. There we go. Oh my gosh, they saw me going under the bridge. Yep, from here they can see, and they even took pictures probably. So yeah, my insurance rates are gonna go up. I can bet you that. Oh look, they froze the flag. So there's a frozen flag there, and everything else looks pretty cool. Everything else looks great. Guys, thank you so much. I gotta go. Thank you for the raid, all you 9 beautiful people. I would love a follow if you like what you saw. Leave in the comments where you'd like me to fly next Sunday. Fly Sundays 9 a.m. Mountain time. So be here. See you. And let's see who we're gonna raid, because we gotta pay back the raid. Let's raid Quas. Quas is amazing, and we can see him. Thank you so much for the raid, guys. Be awesome. Be cool. See you next Sunday, right? All right.
I would have been there if I had known. Then Miss Regan, how are you now? Welcome in, Raiders. Nice to see you all. See you nice. Are you going to tell me... Oh, okay, it's just signature license. That's fine. Oh, there's a stop bar there. Stopping. There we go. Right, bang that on. I've been very well, thank you. Hope you're happy. I've been out and about today, running errands and things. I'm just gonna flick those again and hope that they actually do something. They haven't done anything. It's fine. Whatever. Just Scoop, hi, nice to see you. Hope you're well. Welcome in. We are flying. That's loud. The Black Square King Air mod in Oregon, having Pilot Edge flavored shenanigans. Right. So let's actually get set up for what we want to do here then. So we want a heading of 170 in this. There's going to be a lot of clicking. I do apologize. Come on. Come on. Round the corner. I need one of the twisty, like the autopilot panel things. If anyone wants to buy me one, then feel free. There we go. Heading 190 degrees. Sorry. 170 degrees. On that. There we go. I'll also set that to 170 for the sake of completeness. That's about 170. Happy days. We will need some flight directors. I hardly know us. There we go. Right. So let's make like a baby and head out. Seattle Center, King Air 87 Charlie Echo, ready to go. Number 1 at Newport.
Number 87 Charlie Echo. Release for departure. Clearance is awaited 5 minutes from now. If not off within 5 minutes from now, advise Seattle Center. Up intentions no later than 10 minutes from now.
Alright, ready for departure. We'll speak to you shortly. Number 87 Charlie Echo, thanks. So, that's the CTOF back in, and then in the standby we'll throw in 1214, which is the departure frequency. And we'll tell the good people what's going on and get out of here. So, strobes, taxis, landings, and recogs. We've got everything good going on over there, if we do. E4 traffic, King Air 87 Charlie Echo, taking runway 34, left turn out, departure to the south at Newport. Okie dokie. And then we'll take those. And we will slowly advance the power so we don't overtalk the sodding thing. And we've overtalked the sodding thing. And God willing, we'll be airborne. Probably rotate about there. Now, why are we sat very low down? Help. Maybe slightly higher up. I need to reset that. That's what I need to do. Okay, first rate of climb, gear up. And then that's 400 feet. So let's go heading hold. A gentle left turn to 170 degrees. And there's 1,000 feet. Let's start pulling the power back. And I reckon that's enough hand flying for one day. So let's go yaw damper and climb modes. And then set our climb power. So we'll go 1600 here. And about 90% on the turbine RPMs. And that's our climb power established. We're gonna go watch some Beast Ball. Alright, Maxine, have fun. Enjoy the rest of your day. That's still on. Whatever. We'll pretend it's fine. And let's go speak to Departure and see what they say. Seattle Departure, correction, Seattle Center, hello.